Let's bring in Seana, who's been live on the from the conference for us all day. Seana, curious to get your takeaways from the conference. It doesn't sound like the expectation is the economic conditions will get much worse, but not much better.
You know, Akiko, going into this, I thought that was going to be what the CEOs were focusing on, but they were even more optimistic than that. I felt like every conversation I had throughout the day, CEOs, business leaders, even analysts seemed to be getting more and more positive. I don't know if they were feeding off the energy of each other, exactly what was driving it, but they do seem to be bullish at this point. And it is a bit surprising given the fact that we are seeing the economy slow down. We do have this looming threat of a recession, but the takeaway here was almost like, what recession is everyone worried about? They're clearly seeing investments coming in. One of the big catalysts here in the industrials and materials space, obviously, is the unprecedented investment driven by the CHIPS Act, the Inflation Reduction Act. The focus there, what exactly that's going to do for growth within this sector is something that we heard throughout the day. RXO CEO Drew Wilkerson, the truck brokerage company, saying that they're already seeing a pickup, or really so much steadying in volumes here, which we know is such a key data point here for a company like that. They expect to have that trend continue and even pick up in the second half of the year. Mike Battles, he joined us last hour, the CEO of Clean Harbor, saying that the pipeline there looks very, very strong. Another big theme coming out of this, we just heard that from Joe Ritchie, as well as technology investments, specifically AI. RXO, we know that that's a top priority for them. We also heard it from Johnson Controls talking about the opportunity within that space. They are going to be exploring AI investment even further. We also heard from the Southwest CFO, and she once again reiterated their technology investment, what they're doing in order to upgrade their systems. They expect their network to show significant improvement by the end of the year. But circling back to what we've all been saying about the economy, right? It always comes down to the consumer. And we did get a look at the consumer from Southwest today and really reiterating what we heard in the latest earnings report. And that's the fact that travel demand remains strong. Most of that being driven, or a lot of that, I should say, being driven by the leisure passenger. And she doesn't expect that to change anytime soon. There was a little bit of talk about the debt ceiling. I was bringing it up in a lot of the conversations I was having, just in terms of how CEOs were looking at this issue. Yes, it's something that they are monitoring, but it almost seemed like something that they were shrugging off, at least for now, very similar to the behavior that we have seen from the markets, Diane.
Interesting stuff there, Seana Smith. No surprise that AI is top of mind in just about every industry. Thank you so much for that wonderful insight from our Seana Smith.